It's not all about you. You've already had your recruitment experience, so sit down and help her find her forever home, even if it's not your home. Today, we are going to be talking about sorority recruitment, but first, I must address this room and how there is no bed in this room. There is a bed frame and no bed. Currently in the middle of moving into a house. It's fine. I was scrolling through the YouTube yesteryear, last week, whatever, and I noticed that it's time for all of the recruitment videos to come out. What I noticed is that all of the videos were targeted towards the PNM. It's the potential new member, or basically the person that's going through recruitment. As someone who was in a sorority for all 4 years and went through the recruitment process and was a recruitment counselor, basically you have this person who's there to help guide you through the recruitment process and answer all your questions. I'm not here to tell you what to wear, the conversations that you should be having, or any of that. I'm here to tell you what the chapter should be doing. I'm going to talk about something called values-based recruitment. And I've realized that not every school has this, and it baffles my brain cells. Another disclaimer, if I include any content, any kind of examples, they will be Delta Gamma examples, because that is my chapter. As a Delta Gamma woman, I know what our rituals are, I know what our values are, and whenever I see another chapter not showcasing those values through their recruitment process, it makes me roll back my eyes so much that I can see every single brain cell in my brain. What is values-based recruitment? Values-based recruitment is basically when you stop focusing on the appearance or the show or the sparkly prettiness of recruitment, and you focus on the values of the chapter. Whenever you focus on the values of the chapter, you're going to bring in girls that also align with your values. Crazy concept. And therefore, it leads to you keeping more women, or you have a higher retention rate. Basically, retention rate is whenever you keep more women in your chapter. Because what we see in a lot of recruitment processes, some, not all, are focusing on what the girl looks like. Where does she vacation? If her values line up with your values, there's a higher chance she's going to stay all 3 or 4 years. Let's start off with recruitment videos. I have seen recruitment videos of girls in their bikinis on a yacht, jumping off the yacht, and it's just like a music video. What does that tell me about your values? What does that tell me about your sisterhood? What does that tell me about any of the women in your chapter? Okay, first of all, it tells me that I can't afford to be in that chapter. I don't have a yacht. I can't afford a yacht. I can't even rent a yacht for an hour, okay? Second of all, it tells me that y'all are focused on outward appearances. And if I look at that recruitment video and I can't see myself with those women, why would I join those women? If you heard me say that, you say,
see, we are so much more than surface level. We act like we care. We care about the values of our sisters.
Then show it. Because right now you're feeding into every stereotype saying that sororities pay for their sisters. Like you're feeding into that toxic narrative through a 5-minute long recruitment video. Recruitment decorations. Some recruitment budgets for certain chapters is more than the mortgage on my home. That number, if you've got 2,000, if you're at the University of Alabama, God bless your soul, first of all. If you are responsible for renting the chairs for that many women around, which is probably like 200 women around, if you're responsible for hosting that many women in one go around, okay, you're gonna have to rent tables, you have to rent chairs, obviously, a portion of that budget is for the basics. But did you really need to spend thousands of dollars on those blow-up balloons? And P&Ms, if you're getting distracted by the glitz and the glam of everything, and oh my gosh, this is so pretty, I want you to sit there and I want you to think how much of that was taken out of members' dues. Your girl could not afford any more than my dues already were. And if we tried to raise them so that we could have some sparkly hoopla, I probably would have rioted. Outfits. Outfits, 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 outfits. I really only included outfits on here to just remind chapters that you should be choosing outfits that are welcoming of everyone and that include everybody, make everyone feel confident. Because women empower women. And if you're gonna put that in every Instagram caption on your chapter's Instagram bio, then you better be picking out some outfits that are inclusive of every woman of your chapter. Conversations. What should you be talking about in round? The conversations that you're supposed to be having with the P&M are supposed to be getting more intimate or more serious every round. Yes. Obviously the first round recruitment, we had like 10 or 15 minutes tops. So literally the first day is just about, are you okay? You could go ahead and use those 10 minutes to dive deep and help her. You could sit there and say, what do you hope to get out of this week? And if she's like, oh, my forever home, yada, 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 just say, no. What kind of people do you want to meet this week? What kind of memories do you want to make this week? You have been there you've already done this. You've already gone through the recruitment process. Really dived in and help her focus in on what that value is that she's looking for in a chapter. Because not only will that make your life easier, if the week progresses, she's remembering that value. And if you see her at the end of the week, you can go back and talk about that value. And she can sit there and say, you know what? I see that value in this chapter. Do you have any idea how much that will help you? She also has a decision to make. It's not all about the chapter. Hello? No, it's not all about you. This is her experience. You've already had your recruitment experience, so sit down and help her find her forever home, even if it's not your home. Celebrate for her because she's still gonna be in the same community as you. Boo-hoo if it wasn't your chapter. What's best for her is what's best for her. As soon as you flip the mentality of it being all about you to it being all about her, the recruitment game completely changes. To wrap up this video, sorry, those were the 5 points. I went on my Instagram. I asked people to answer the question, if you're in Greek life and you wish there was one thing your chapter or others would focus on during recruitment, what would it be? Someone said she wishes that your chapter or other chapter would focus on the philanthropy events that we really do, not the ones we talk about but don't do. Stop talking about the philanthropy events that you do. Stop talking about, oh, we're super hands-on, but you don't even know the directions to the place where you're supposed to be hands-on at. Someone said who people want to be, not who they were in high school. Instead of focusing on what they did in high school, like if you need to understand if they were involved in high school, like actually involved and not just showing up to one meeting. Sometimes we dwell way too much on past activities and we don't try to push the P&M to explain what their goals are. The conversation that you had with them talking about their future goals at that university, they're going to remember that and it's going to help them. I hope that helped maybe a VP recruitment, VP membership, or a president of a chapter or a chapter member out there really better understand what the goals of recruitment should be, what the purpose of recruitment should be. So if you enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe, feel free to hit the bell so that you're notified every time I post another video, and you can also follow me on Instagram @LexiBess. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.